movie tropes. Well, more specifically, character tropes in movies. That's a bad thing. That's a negative thing. I don't want that in my movie. You see a lot of articles like 10 character tropes and how to avoid them in your writing. I feel like maybe people mix up like maybe the feeling you get from like a character trope with like a cliche. I feel like a character trope is a recurring theme in popular characters, but I feel like a cliche is more like an overplayed theme, meaning bad, too much of a good thing potentially. So I've got some character tropes here. I picked out 8 of the most obvious ones I could think of, and we're gonna give them a ranking from A to D. The Chosen One. We all know the Chosen One, right? No? Okay. Main character, for whatever reason, he's the guy, you know. World's gonna end and only one person can stop him. He's the guy. There's been prophecy. He's the guy. For no other reason, he's not done anything. It's not like he's worked so hard to be this guy or he's been training all his life. It's not an anime arc, okay? Harry Potter, most obvious Chosen One. Often Chosen One characters are quite likable because often they don't want to be the Chosen One, but they are. They've got all this power that they're humble about. Another example, Paul Atreides, Dune. He's the guy. They've been waiting. He's the Chosen One. It's usually prophecy, all that stuff taken in. No, maybe I wouldn't say I like it, but I don't not like it because I feel like there's flexibility in there and how you want your character to be. You could have a Chosen One character who's extremely arrogant. You could have one who's extremely humble, who feels like being the Chosen One is a burden on their life, who actively tries to go against being the Chosen One and tries to do opposite things, but at the end of the day they are Chosen One. There's different arcs you can take in there. I like that, you know. For me, the Chosen One fits nicely into the B category, but you know what doesn't? You know what goes straight into the D category? What are they called actually? Mary Sue. Woman hater. Ding ding ding, we got him, boys, we got him. No, it's called a Mary Sue. I don't think it has to be women though. I think it's any character. Perfect example, Rey, right? You're watching Star Wars, they kind of vaguely tell you what Rey can do. All of a sudden something's happening. Oh no, Rey can't get out of this. Rey does something we've never seen her do before, gets out of the situation. Mary Sue. Rey's the most obvious one there, and this is what I mean. The Chosen One better than the Mary Sue, because the Chosen One, they have all this power, they are the Chosen One. Mary Sue basically is the Chosen One as well, but Chosen One feels like they're fallible. Mary Sue, they just feel overpowered, undefeatable at times, lacks more personality. Sick of a Mary Sue. A Mary Sue is a broken Chosen One, basically. You sat there making your film at your little pottery desk and you tried to mold a Chosen One and your finger slipped and you made a Mary Sue.
Try again.
Sit there indeed, please. No, that sounded so inappropriate. Wow. The Literally Me character. I like a Literally Me because, oh my god, like they're literally me. It's a character who usually is literally like no one. They're usually psychopathic, insane people. Couple examples I can think of. Patrick Bateman, you know, the murderer. That's so me. Rick from Rick and Morty. Again, massive sociopath. They are usually interesting. That's what draws people to them. They're usually against sort of like, there's usually a political thing in there. They fit in C tier. They have a negative impact on the world I live in. I can't be asked for people watching movies and acting like pickles on the floor. The anti-hero, Loki. I feel like they did a little bit too much of Loki. He had a great arc that played out over you know, a wide spread of movies. They then reset his arc and then did it in a small television show in like, I don't know how long that was, like a few days. That being said, Loki is the perfect anti-hero against the main character, but a close connection somehow maybe to the main character. A character who you know is turnable if you get enough time with them, and even when they're on your side, they're susceptible to not being on your side because they have themselves at the heart of what they want. And most people have flaws, even good people. And if anything, anti-heroes are more realistic to what people are actually like. You know, flawed people who can do good or can do bad, whatever really in their best interest. And heroes are just nothing like real people because they are just good all the time to an unrealistic point at times, sometimes. Or maybe I'm just maybe I've just exposed myself there. Did I put that one in the place? I don't think I did. Anti-hero, I'm gonna chuck it in B. The loner, the I'm different guy. So quirky. This is a movie trope that has cliche elements and it's not great. Their life's tragic. They're on the outskirts looking in. I don't see it done well often. I guess he teeters between C and D. I'm gonna chuck him in D just because the example I thought was Jughead, and Jughead. The will they, won't they? Yes, sir. I love a will they, won't they? Whether it's Rachel and Ross and Friends, or the example I've got here, Laurie and Joe in Little Women. Otis and Maeve is an example I can think of a bad will they, won't they? Will they, won't they? You want them to will. Second season, will they, won't they? They want them to will. Third season, will they, won't they? And he gets with the other girl who's like popular, and you're like, actually, this could be kind of cool. And then they snatch that away from the last second because we got to stick to this will they, won't they thing. And you're like, I mean, I did want the will they, but then you showed me a different will they, and now I kind of want that. The key thing is always make sure sure the people they're getting with in between the will they won't they are not better than the actual will they we've got going on. Otherwise, we're not caring about the will they anymore. Joe and Laurie's a bit interesting because they're a clear will they won't they throughout the whole thing. You know, they're destined to be together and they don't end up with each other. He tries it, they go for the will they. Joe's like, nah mate, I'm independent as shit. Realizes she wants him though because he's, you know, he's Charlemagne. Too late though, he's with your sister. Guy moves fast. And it's a nice little spin on the will they won't they. Maybe leaves a bit of sweet taste, but sometimes I'm fine with a will they won't they ending with a won't they. Usually they always end with a will they. That's kind of a rule, but I'll accept it on this occasion. And for me, I love a classic will they won't they. If it's played out right, you're like, it's just so satisfying. Many people just like the chase, and a will they won't they is pretty much all chase. It's A tier. It's a great character trope. It's a great movie trope, great television trope, great sitcom trope. It transcends media. I'm a big fan. What character tropes make you say oh yeah? And what ones do you hate with a burning passion that can only be called religious? Tell me. I need more tropes. I was trying to find some more, but I was like, I don't know here. I kind of thought of the Chosen one and the Mary Sue one, and I was like, all I've got really. Short tier list though, nothing too long, and nothing too overplayed either. I'll see you soon. Thanks for looking at the my Kevin Feige video. I appreciate that. What trope are you in life? Anyway, I'm going to carry on existing as my trope man with podcast, and yeah, bye.